Do you often wonder if your real estate coach is helping you make progress in your business and the areas of life that matter to you? The truth is, your real estate coach can only teach what they know. They can only teach what they've achieved in their own business and their own life. I think that's where many traditional real estate coaches fail us in ways that are detrimental to maybe not so much in the business or productivity coaching that they provide. It's this holistic view of our life as it relates to our business that I'm more concerned about, and I want to share with you today. If you're at the point in your journey where you wish there was a roadmap, you wish someone could just explain the stages of growth, stick around. I've actually got a free report that I can give to you just by watching this video. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn notifications on so you're the first to know about new videos as they hit. The problem I see with traditional real estate coaching methods is it really is aiming you toward selling more homes. So there's not this regard for putting foundational systems in place that make it easier to sell more homes. It's just, let me get you from 10 transactions to 20 or 30 transactions. That is like all the traditional big coaching companies, that is their mission. To go after the average agent sells 6 to 8 homes. If I could cater to that average agent, show them how to sell 25, 30 homes, all will be good in the world. The challenge is when you get to 25, 30, 40, 50 homes and you don't have the foundational systems in place and you don't understand leverage at a very deep level and the tools and systems that you need to build out before you get overwhelmed and you're working 7 days a week, you're miserable, you're kicking your dog, all of that awful stuff. If you don't do it in the right order, you won't have a business that supports your life. I want to go through a handful of things that you should consider as you're evaluating your current coach or maybe looking for a new real estate coach. The first one, I kind of alluded to it, is that your coach better have done the thing that you want to do. And many of these coaching companies, and it's not to talk bad about them, they are only able to teach what they've done. So maybe they've figured out a way in their real estate business to sell 30 to 40 homes a year. And they're coaching somebody to go from 10 to 30. So they're a step or two ahead of that person. Selling 30, 40 homes a year is top percent of a percent. It is top producing status. What the industry doesn't really promote is the fact that that person is working 7 days a week. They're likely having challenges in other areas of their life because their business is all consuming. The amount of drama that you take on working with that many clients in a single year can be overwhelming, and you can sort of lose out or lose in other areas of your life that are honestly just more important than real estate. Selling houses is not the end all be all in life, and a lot of times we get wrapped up to think that it is, and we get on this transaction treadmill and we can't figure out a way off. If you don't have a coach that has achieved, business growth in a sustainable way where they're not linked, their money they make is not linked to the hours that they work, then you're probably learning from the wrong person, assuming that you do want time and money freedom. The second thing I would say is make sure that as you're stepping through your growth, the stages of growth, make sure they have the tools and systems already built out for you to be able to swipe and deploy into your business. So a good example is when you go to hire an administrator. Your coach, if they don't have the tools and system, they'll say, hey, listen, Johnny, it's time for you to hire a part-time administrator. Good luck with that. It's an obvious next move for you. And Johnny may be thinking like, hey, I've never done that before. I don't know where to find people. I don't know how to, screen resumes or like a video interview, or what are the hoops I need to make this person jump through, and what am I looking for? How do I interview people? How do I make sure they fit my core values? What are core values? Do I have core values? Do they get it? Do they want it? Like all of these things that you need to have put in place ahead of time so that you make that right hire and that the process is successful. And so another example of a tool or a system is a business planning system. If your coach isn't running a very specific goal setting and goal achievement system that goes 3 years out, brings it back to a year, to 90 days, to weekly, to daily, even to your time blocks every day, where you're not only doing the job of a real estate agent, you're also building a business that allows for you to have freedom in the future. So that's number 2. Make sure they have the tools and systems that you can swipe and deploy in your business and not have to reinvent the wheel. The third thing I would say is make sure they are teaching you how to show up at the next stage of your business. And this is straight up training. Me and my journey, I went from a solo real estate agent in 2008 selling 44 homes to 2012, I did 248 transactions, and I only sold one of those homes myself personally. 2 years later, we did 400 plus transactions, and I went from, in 5 or 6 years, I went from a grinding it out real estate agent to a business owner working 1 day a week, making a lot of money per hour. I went from less than $20 per hour as a real estate agent to 1 year I made $2,300 an hour as a real estate business owner. And so the training involved at each of those stages is critically important. Like, how do you hire somebody? How do you manage somebody? How do you lead and cast vision? How do you hold someone accountable? How do you run a team meeting? Right? How do you track in your business, leading indicators, lagging indicators? If you don't know how to do all those things, you better make sure your real estate coach is going to teach you how to do it. And the structure of the program that surrounds your engagement with your real estate coaching organization is really, really important. So make sure they've done the thing you want to do, make sure they have the tools and systems, and make sure they're going to give you training to help you show up differently at each stage of your growth. I mentioned earlier that I had written this sort of blueprint, this roadmap with the 6 stages of growth. It's called the Real Estate Business Growth Navigator. Go to realestatebusinessgrowth.com or click on the link below to grab your free copy. I literally break down each of the different stages, 0 to 100K, 100K to 500K, 500K to $1 million, $1 million to $1.5 million, $1.5 million to 2 and 2 to 3 million plus, and how you need to show up, the questions you need to ask yourself in the different stages, the tools and systems that you'll employ to get you ready for that next stage of growth. As always, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and as always, turn notifications on so you're the first to know about new videos when they hit. I'll leave you with this final thought. We're not all created equal, you know, and you may have been in a coaching program before where you didn't have a great experience. We cater to the entire spectrum. So those 6 stages, no matter where you are in that journey, when you get this report, just know that there is a different way to build this. There's a different game to play as you scale your real estate business. We'll see you in the next video.